Hey everybody, what is up? This is Flashback. Welcome back to my Pokemon Soul Silver Randomizer Nuzlocke. Now, before we start, as you can see, I've switched up the... Once again, I've switched out the layout, of the display. That way you can see the bottom and top screen. However, I put them side by side now. That way everything is larger and it's more compatible with a widescreen view. So it makes it much easier to see what's going on, and personally it looks better in my opinion. Also, second thing, all of this has been re-recorded. I am sorry about that, but my mic wasn't turned on. Again, that's the one downside about having the mic mute button on here. But besides that, we're fine. So, yeah, as you can see, I have not showed you my team. That is because we have Shelter on it. We have Razor because we are going to be going from town to town, catching Pokemon in areas we haven't caught. Right now it's our Violet City encounter. We find a Whismur. Now, obviously my first intention is go for the weakest move I have, which is... Actually, it should have been Peck, but I went for Ember instead. And because of that, I one-shot the Whismur. What am I gonna tell you? This stuff happens. Anyway, so yeah. I just start going, looking around. There's like a little area up there, so I decide should probably go up there and check it out. Also, before I get any further out, oh yeah, the mail. Ugh. Yeah, so before I go any further with this commentary, I'm gonna say there are still a lot of Pokemon I haven't nicknamed yet. I think there's an Ekans, there's Ho-Oh, there's Mothim, there's Cubone, and there's a couple more Pokemon I catch later on this episode that I forget to nickname. So yeah, if you have any nicknames for those Pokemon, leave them down below, because originality is not really... I'm not really that original when it comes to names. There's a Max Ether, so that'll help out in the future. Black Belt was hidden, so that's good too. I do not know how this recording is going to turn out, honestly, because having to re-record all this, and it's like a 30-something minute long video. Longest video I've done in a while. So, yeah, next, yeah, there's a black apricorn. Another thing that kept happening was it kept saying apricot. So, yeah. And next we're heading to Cherry Ridge City to catch our next Pokemon. And there isn't really much to say. I mean, having to re-record all this, I kind of know what to say, but at the same time I kind of don't. Today's episode was just full of stuff happening, a lot of wild Pokemon encounters. And actually, when I went to Cherry Grove, I was really upset because off screen I was starting to do a little grinding because the Pokemon I was starting to run into while surfing were about as strong as my team, so I figured I should probably train a little. So, but first I went back to Cherry Ridge to, you know, like, test the waters, pun intended, and see what kind of Pokemon I could catch besides the one I caught, which just so happened to be a Dustox, and lo and behold, I found an Infernape. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot of grinding. I'm going to be doing a lot of visiting Kurt, because I'm going to need a lot of Pokeballs, and you'll see why later on. But yeah, this is a classic strategy for me. As opposed to catching Ho-Oh, a lot of the Pokemon I faced in this episode were much more difficult to catch. Yeah. I was just... This episode had so many encounters, and when I think about how much Pokemon I thought I've caught, and then I remember this is a Nuzlocke, in that I've only had one Pokemon die. It astounds me. It astounds me. Another point I brought up was the fact that if I wanted to get another Pokemon, I could arrange doing the Sinjo Ruins event, but that's all up to you guys. Because to do that, I would have to hack the game, which is kind of, now I think about it, it's kind of asinine considering I've already hacked the game to make this a randomizer. So yeah, but I'd have to hack it even more because you can only use do the Sinjo Ruins event with an event Arceus, not the randomized shiny Arceus that I caught last episode. Which, if you haven't seen that, I'd recommend going and seeing that right now. I'll leave a link down below. Things got crazy. But yeah, here I am just using Icicle Spear over and over again because Razor is the weakest Pokemon I have in my team right now because it's my HM slave. The reason why I didn't show my team was because I had Razor in my team instead of Mavis, so I felt like it wasn't really that important. I also found Rock Smash, as you saw earlier. I could have gotten it at the beginning of the game, and right there you see me, I caught Dustox. That's one of the Pokemon I forgot to name because I was so busy with my commentary that I instinctively clicked the B button. Well, technically the S key, because this randomizer has to be run on an emulator. Not the point! Anyway, so yeah, there's two other areas where I have not caught a Pokemon yet. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I've caught a Pokemon in Ecruteak City either, so I might have to do that next episode. Wow. I just forget so many areas to catch Pokemon in. Yeah, you'll see a lot of pauses and stuff in this area because I said New Vema Town instead of New Bark Town. Just a little hint, because I've been looking into other randomizers to do. I've already set one up. Now, it might not be the one that you think I'm going to do, so bear that in mind. But I have another randomizer set up and ready to do when this series is over, but to do that, I'm probably going to need a lot of support in this series to know that you guys want me to do that, another one. Because this is my second randomizer series, my first Nuzlocke series on my channel, so my throat's starting to hurt from doing all this commentating. I was like flipping my shit when I saw this Fiona, and I was so infuriated because I couldn't catch it, as you'll see in a few minutes. Oh yeah, and then there was the critical hit Iron Tail. So I was, that almost gave me a heart attack. Yeah, I've been running into so many legendary Pokemon that it's just amazing. Yeah, so I just start throwing my Great Balls at it, and it doesn't seem to be giving any sign. At one point, I thought of speeding up part of the video due to all the Pokeballs I was throwing. However, the Pokeball I threw right after I said I was going to speed it up caught it. So, well, it wasn't a Pokeball, but you get the idea. So I caught it using the Pokeball I threw right after I said I would speed up the video, which was kind of weird. This stuff happens to me a lot when I play games. I don't know why. Whenever I resolve to do something, the game wants to do the opposite. Except in the case of that Ho-Oh catch, because I really wanted that thing. But, yeah, so I just go throwing all these Great Balls. They seem to be having no effect. yeah. But I already have another randomizer series set up, and if you want to see that, then I would recommend, showing support for this series, because if you don't like this series, then I'm probably not going to do the next one. Because, let's face it, if I'm the only one enjoying myself, then it's not really... Oh my god, Joey and his top percentage Scyther. But yeah, if I'm the only one enjoying this, then I'm only doing half of what I set out to do in the first place. Well, I mean, no, it's even a smaller percentage than that, because while not many people watch this series is... If there was only one person watching the series, and I was the one playing the series, and they didn't enjoy it, but I did, then it would be only 50% of the work I'm supposed to be doing. But the more people that watch it and don't like it, the smaller the percentage of my job I am doing. It's not really a job, but that's the mindset I keep with it. Because when doing this, I have mentioned multiple times that I am in it to have fun myself, but at the same time, you are the main priority when it comes to this enjoyment. Now, of course, if there comes along a series that you will really enjoy, and I don't, then I might stop it too, because you might like it, but then you might get bored of it, because, I'm going to start talking like I don't like it, and I'm gonna be like not very energetic, and that's not what I want. But with series like this, I really enjoy it, and I hope you all enjoy it too, and you can see that I'm enjoying it as well, because when we all can enjoy something together, it forms a community, and community is something I treasure a lot. I'm gonna have to get something after this. I'm serious. I've been talking so much. I usually don't talk this much because I did almost an entire video of straight commentary, and then I realized my mic wasn't turned on and all I was getting was static once again. So I have to re-record all 30-something minutes of this, and I'm talking a lot more this time than I was last time, and since I'm not really used to this, my voice is probably gonna get wrecked. I don't know. Yeah, so this battle right here really got me in a bind. In a bind, because I'm just like throwing all these Pokeballs at a paralyzed Minun, and it is not staying in. It's infuriating, right? It's level 3 Minun, and it's paralyzed. It might have full health, but it's level 3, and it's paralyzed. And it's a Minun. And a Pokeball doesn't seem to catch it. Until right now. Cheering Pokemon. Oh, trust me. You are not. No, I am not happy with you. I named this what I did. Wasted Pokeballs, wasted time, all for a level 3 Minun. And here I was just fooling around with Pikachu because... Phrasing. Here I was just like seeing how Pikachu was, because I was just really upset, and I started talking to him because I wanted his opinion. And lo and behold, Mascot here wasn't feeling well. And, well, then I just cut straight to Ecruteak City so we can continue on. Forgetting that I didn't have an encounter in that city yet. The only city I've been to so far that I can't get an encounter in, I believe, is Goldenrod. So... But yeah, I start running through the grass. I see that item, and I'm wondering how to get it, and later on I find out I need rock climb, which I don't know how to get because I have never played Soul Silver, only played Crystal. And rock climb wasn't around until like Gen 4. And so yeah, I just started looking around to see what Pokemon I could have caught instead of Ho-Oh, and I just run into this Regigigas right here, and I have another freak out. I've been running into so many legendary Pokemon lately, and it just blows my mind. Speaking of which, last episode off screen, I actually ran to Raikou. Not the not just like a randomized location Raikou, I mean the roaming one. So I'm gonna make a point next episode as well as at the beginning that if I run into the roaming Raikou, that it is fair game, because it is a Pokemon that is not bound to a single location. Now that we got that out of the way, well, actually, going back onto that topic for a minute, I do not know why, but I thought that if you ran into one of the legendary dogs, or any roaming Pokemon in general... Oh wait, no, I don't think that feature is implemented in Gen 4, because it doesn't work with Mesprit. Regardless, I thought you could use your Pokedex to trace them, to track them. But Gen 4 I don't think had it, I don't think Gen 5 had it. I do remember it being available in Gen 6 when I was going after Moltres. I think I remember it in Gen 3 when I was chasing after Latios and Latios. So yeah, I do not know why you can't do that. It perplexes me. Here I found a Snorlax, which I was really excited about, because if you haven't seen my Infinite Fusion series, I love Snorlax. It's completely bulky, and I love it. Took a Thunderbolt, a stab Thunderbolt from a Pikachu holding a light ball, and it survived still in the yellow, which was amazing. And I was just gonna like throw a Great Ball at it when I looked at the list of Pokeballs I had, and lo and behold, I figured out I had Heavy Balls. So I just threw one of those immediately. I love how I did my hand motion at the same time the Pokeball was thrown. I don't know why, but I'm like, yeah. So just like immediate capture right away, which I was really excited about, and I thought like Heavy Balls were the coolest thing ever. You know, 1,014 pounds Snorlax. Later you find out that that is not the case. I found out it was not the case because I ran into a Pokemon even heavier than that, and it doesn't end well. Here I became a little... I was a dick to Snorlax at this point because I just gave it the first name that came to mind, and that was not nice of me at all. So I named it Meat Shield, which I was surprised actually fit. But yeah, this name, it can hold 9 characters. But yeah, naming it Meat Shield was pretty rude of me. And then I found a Crobat, and Crobat's a good Pokemon. I started talking about how I like to use him on Pokemon Showdown. He's fast, he's reliable, and then yeah, I've already said I'm going to put a link to a video down below, so if you know what video I was going to recommend, go ahead and see it. I'm not going to just go ahead and say all this stuff about how, oh, check out this video, check out this video. I want you to see what videos interest you. I don't want you to be led around by whatever I say. I want you to see what intrigues you, because if I just tell you what you should watch and you watch it and it ends up being a waste of time for you because it might not be what you like, I don't want to feel responsible for you watching something that you might not enjoy. So if you find something on my channel that you like, I mean, that looks interesting, go ahead and watch it. But I don't want you to just go and watch every video I recommend, because I recognize everybody else has time of their own. I find myself really constrained with the amount of time I have, but I still find time to do all this. But yeah, everybody has a limited amount of time to do stuff, so if there's something else that you want to be doing rather than watch my videos, I'm fine with that. Go ahead and do it. I'm just going on all these rants now. Well, not really rants, but it's starting to move away from the Pokemon and just start talking about the channel in general. This is now I realize that this is the first time I have ever re-recorded an entire monologue. Well, it's not the same, but yeah, we diverted from our course a long time ago. Here, I was originally going to surf, but then I forgot I had to go get my shelter from the PC when I realized I did not have any fishing rods. However, yeah, so I just have to go back and get that. And you can see all the Pokemon I've caught that I haven't named. So, yeah, if you want to go and name any of those, go ahead and do it. Did I name Fiona? I don't remember. Yeah, so what happens here is I'm originally gonna go and yeah, I saw that was Battle Frontier. So originally gonna go and surf the water here, and I start doing that. Then I realize I'm in Olivine City, and then I think, you know what, this could be my Olivine City encounter. And look what I find. Giratina, one of my favorite legendaries. I just find him lying around in the waters of Olivine City. So right away I go for Thunder Wave. And I figure, you know what? This guy's probably not going to be able to do much. And then right away, they crit the Slash, and I'm freaking out. But of course, my stupidity, I go ahead and do a Thunderbolt. Yeah, I am an idiot, but I am a lucky idiot, because they use Ancient Power, and that Ancient Power does not take out Mascot. So I figure, you know what, I should switch into Death, the Garchomp, because it seems like the best move. It is Dragon Rage. It can whittle down the health very slowly, and I'm pretty sure Giratina has no Dragon-type moves, which luckily it didn't. Its whole moveset amounted to being Shadow Sneak, Slash, Ancient Power, and Destiny Bond, which we'll see in a minute. But yeah, it's just so weird. All these legendaries suddenly just pop up out of nowhere. They're just like, it's like Randy Orton, RKO out of nowhere. But no, I just do a couple mud shots to lower its health down to the red, the lowest I could get it, and then I stop the video for a second because I want to check something out on Bulbapedia. So I pause the video, I come back, I use a Heavy Ball because I have 3 of them, and this thing weighs even more than Snorlax does. And it breaks out of it immediately, and I start wondering, oh god, I should have bought more Great Balls. But I didn't, because I'm an idiot. I figured, oh, you know what, I only have 1 Great Ball, but I have all these Heavy Balls and stuff like that. So if I find a good Pokemon, I can catch it. You know what? 2 shakes, I was excited, it breaks out. And this is going to be the entire story. I just start throwing all the Pokeballs I have until I only have a Timer Ball left. That becomes my strategy, because the more turns I waste with all those Pokeballs, the stronger the timer ball will be in comparison. So I'm just gonna step away for a minute to go get something small to drink. You can just watch whatever happens, and then I will be back. So I'm gonna speed up this video, and I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, so as you can see here, I did not catch him. Oh, I feel so much better now that my throat's been hydrated a little. Anyway, now that I think about it, with the speed up option, I don't think it's going to be 30-something minutes anymore. Nor have I recorded 30-something minutes of commentary. Oh yeah, Slash. Now that we can get Slash, we can get rid of that tackle. Oh, freaking tackle. Anyway, I find that I am. Remember, I can still catch Pokemon on Route 40. However, before I do that, I decide to go heal my Pokemon up, buy some more Great Balls. You know, make the necessary arrangements just so none of my Pokemon faint. Because I don't know how many times Death and Mascot's HP dipped into the red, and that is not cool. So I immediately wanted to heal him up because I had no clue what I was going to encounter. And you have no clue what I was going to encounter next either. You see, oh yeah, I had to buy. I'm still dirt poor at this part. Anyway. So I just started looking through what items I had, see what I could sell. And I decided not to sell any of the stuff because a lot of it wouldn't give me much. So choice specs, I could still find a way to use those. The extra mystic water, but no, I could still find a way to use that too. And then that Draco Plate, Metal Plate, the Mulch, and the White Flute, I found all of those when I took Ho-Oh to the Ruins of Alph. So, yeah. When I get Strength, I'll be able to explore the final room. So, that'll be fun. Anyway, with that all out of the way, I go down back to Route 40 so I can encounter one last Pokemon. And this Pokemon blew me away with what we found. We found the most ultimate Pokemon ever. It was a Grumpig. Yeah, we found Grumpig. It was actually a breath of fresh air. A Pokemon that doesn't have such a low couch rate. So, yeah, I'm also going to be remedying that. I also remedied that when I set up the new randomizer, but as I said, we still got a long way to go with this one. And even after we're done with this one, we still have a lot more we can do. But yeah, so my basic strategy: send out mascot first to paralyze it, then switch Death into Dragon Rage it, reduce its HP by 40. It dips into the red in this specific instance. So right away, I just go grab a Great Ball, throw it. When I say throw it, I always move my hand like I'm throwing it for some reason. And just shake, shake, and cut. And there we go. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed, because I most certainly did. And if you want to see more, just well, I'm going to do it anyway. But, yeah, please tell me what you think about it. And if you don't really like it, tell me what I'm doing wrong so I can improve on it. Because that's really what's important here, is improving on your faults. Anyway, I'll try to get some more episodes out soon of this and other stuff. So yeah, until next time, this has been Flash Static, and I will see you all later. Bye!